So we're back with another episode of Bro Date.
Yes,
we are gonna discuss Fear the Walking Dead. We just watched the finale, the season finale. So, what'd you think?
We're really going to be talking about most of the season as a whole, right?
Yeah.
So, it just wrapped up, and it's definitely different than The Walking Dead. And I think it's different for us as viewers, too. They talked about it a little bit on Talking Dead after, but I realized it probably a week or two ago. What's the most interesting to me is that we bring our own expectations on how these people should act into this show because we've watched the other one and we already know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So a lot of people have been getting mad because they've been doing stupid things, but they're acting normal, and we've turned into Rick ourselves, I think, or we're quick to act now and we want to just kill people right away.
Well, in this world, who's to say what's normal or the way that you should be acting? Although I was one of those people who caught myself yelling at what in the heck was going on during the episodes, but yeah, it was one of the cool things about this, and we kind of touched on this when we first talked about the Fear the Walking Dead when it began, was we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And in fact, I feel like we still don't know what in the world is going on. But it has been a nice change of pace to say, with learning how this all got started and seeing how people reacted and whatnot. So
yeah, definitely things I wasn't expecting either. Spoilers. So
to come
right now, there's a boat in the finale, a yacht, not even a boat, like a boat that you can live on for a while.
Abigail.
Yeah, and it seems like that's where we're going.
So
seems like that's what's next.
So we'll go ahead and continue to talk about this. So Abigail, the owner of Abigail is Strand, who I think is a very interesting character. I don't know whether I like him or dislike him just yet.
You can't put your finger on him.
I'm a little bit more on the liking side than disliking him right now, just because he's helped them so much. But what I find so weird is he seems to know a lot about what's going on, and he communicates it in a very weird way, very strange way.
He's different.
Yeah,
he's definitely different. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about him because we don't know that much about him yet. But he definitely brings something different to the show.
I feel like he's almost like a character that we haven't seen in either one of the shows. To be honest with you,
definitely,
it's weird.
Same thing with Salazar. He's got his own sort of thing. He's a badass from another time, really.
Right.
And he's been that way from the start. He didn't have to turn into that.
Right.
So I think he's pretty interesting too. I like him.
No, he is pretty interesting. And for a moment I thought he was gonna just snap there for a second, but he didn't, and kind of contained himself. And he's definitely been an interesting character to get to know.
Yeah, and then, with the main family, we've got Travis, who had a little breaking point for himself today.
Yeah.
He went a little Rick on the little soldier boy.
We found out that Travis has a little bit of Rick Grimes in him, and it's about time.
Got a little darker side. I liked seeing it myself.
Because Travis was one... No, I guess this kind of goes back to what we're saying is as far as, expecting people to react in certain ways or whatnot.
Yeah.
But Travis was one character that was really scaring me, because I'm like, this dude is... He was like what Herschel was when we first got introduced to him. He wanted to compete... He wanted to always see the good in people, or what was still left in them, whether they were a walker or not. He's like, oh, well, maybe they'll eventually come up with a cure. And even from pretty much the whole series, he felt that way or thought that way and whatnot.
Yeah.
Till the end.
Yeah, which, I mean, it was going to happen at some point, right? It either happens to everybody at some point or they die before it happens. So it was going to go one of two ways with him. And the first crack in his shell showed, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And that was a huge shock to me. I didn't think that was coming.
No, neither did I. I didn't think a lot of this stuff was coming throughout the season. Because we really don't have anything to put it up next to. Like the other show has got the comics and there's parallels. Like the same thing will happen, but it'll be with like a hybrid character they would blend two from the comics together, or it'd be like two sisters instead of two boys.
Right.
So we have nothing at all to inform us on this show. It's all new.
Now I think what's going to be interesting, and they kind of hinted at it in Talking Dead, is what kind of journey or what kind of mind, what kind of craziness Travis is about to put us through. Yeah. Because I think what he just did to his ex-wife hasn't hit him at its hardest yet. I think I think something's going to come and it's going to hit hard. I don't know if he'll be hallucinating and seeing his ex-wife or answering phones that aren't ringing.
No, let's hope not.
I don't know, but I feel like it's about to have a hard time. But it's funny that you mentioned some parallels just a second ago, and one of the parallels that I kind of picked up on, to me, is it was more the previous episode, episode 5, than this last episode. The military reminds me of Woodbury.
Oh. Yeah.
The military reminds me of Woodbury. And that specific military guy that was kind of in charge of their little camp was the governor to me.
Well, he got taken care of today, didn't he?
We don't know. I don't think we really know. Supposedly he died in that hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Well, hey.
But we don't know. Who else? Travis's now wife.
Yeah. Madison,
yes. Madison. She's kind of come a long way as well.
She's got an interesting little, there's something underneath the surface there.
Oh, yeah. They're hiding a lot about her that we don't know.
But I like it. I like that she's kind of a badass. Like, you can kind of tell.
And one thing that we didn't pick up on is this southern accent that everybody's starting to talk about with her. I didn't really pick up on a southern accent, so
I didn't either.
She has this past to her that we don't know about. I guess some developing story with her is going to be with this accent as well. So who knows? Is this going to tie to Walking Dead in some way, shape, or form? But I think next season maybe they'll start to
hint at other things.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's a really good start, and it's definitely different, and there's more stuff to take away from it, and tie it back to the original series. So,
yeah, I think it's a great start.
I'm gonna keep watching.
I've enjoyed it. I will definitely keep watching. I advise that you keep watching, because we've got a lot more to see.
Definitely. So we'll see you guys next time.